Today on Another World.
I'm discovering that I cared about someone.
Do you have reason to believe that you were close to that person in the past?
I think I was in love with Rachel Corey.
You know, you've had trouble handling Precious.
That is enough. I have had it up to here with poor Rick can't handle it. Well, poor Rick is handling it, and he's handling it very well.
Including the situation with Marianne.
Especially the situation with Marianne.
I just need your help with some things.
What things?
Well, I don't seem to be able to get any straight answers around here. And I don't think that I'm going to be able to get my life back together until I do.
Straight answers about what?
About my relationship with Rachel Corey.
And now, the continuing story of Another World.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Make it sound like I was hiding.
You mean you weren't?
What does that mean?
Well, I just had the feeling that you were avoiding me after our last talk.
No, I was not avoiding you. Not purposely.
Well, I mean, I left several messages for you. Did
Yeah,
you?
I got them.
Why didn't you call me back?
Kid, I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to finish this inventory before I leave.
Well, you can spare a minute. You're not that busy.
Oh, are you setting up my schedule for me now, too?
What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, I just thought maybe you had that among the other duties that you've chosen to assume for me.
What other duties?
Like choosing the people I spend my time with.
Min.
Early?
No, you're right on time. Why don't you sit down? And do you want some coffee or tea or something?
No, thank you.
You're looking chipper today.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Are you? Well, that's good news. What's been happening in your life since I last saw you?
Well, let's see. There's a lot. Sold my share of the supper club. Bought into sporting life.
Huh. You certainly don't sit around being idle for a minute, do you?
No. Been working a lot.
Doing what?
Well, familiarizing myself with the club. Getting involved with some of the members, developing health routines for them, depending on whatever their individual needs are.
Are you enjoying it?
Oh, yeah. It's new. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
Stay busy. Certain amount of challenge to it.
And I imagine you always like a challenge, don't you?
Refer to being bored.
What about you? Are you using the facilities?
Starting to get back in shape. After the shooting, being held up in the cabin didn't do me much good. But,
But what?
it's not what I want to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
Starting to remember some things from the past.
Yes?
And I don't know what to do about it.
Expecting someone.
Maybe.
The senator's wife sends her apologies.
What are you talking about?
You ain't gonna make it tonight.
What do you mean?
Just this. Your shadow feels it would be better off for someone else to see your lady tonight. Your little plan to skip out has been canceled.
Where is she?
Don't worry, Miss Kid. Just know that your little plan has been uncovered. And Ilsa's none too happy about it.
What did you do to her?
You don't want to know.
just want to talk to you.
All right. But if I agree, will you promise that this is the last time?
You know I can't promise that.
Okay, forget it.
Okay. I promise.
I don't know why I should believe you. But go ahead, what is it? As if I didn't know.
I want to know how you are.
How I am?
Yeah, I mean, are you sleeping all right? Is the pain all gone? You look tired.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay. Why?
Because I'm your sister and I care about you.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get on you that way. It's just that I thought you were gonna talk about...
Marianne?
Yeah, that. Okay.
Well, it's part of it.
I knew it. I knew it. And I told you once before, I do not want to discuss this with you.
But you have to discuss it with me. I care about you.
Too much caring can kill, and I ought to know.
I talked to Dad last night.
Terrific.
He wants to know how you are.
And what did you tell the distinguished Taylor Holloway?
I told him that you'd beaten the virus and you were an intern here at the hospital.
Fair enough. What else did he want to know? Of course, at this point, I could ask you why he didn't call me directly, but then we all know how well Dad and I have been getting along in the last year.
Look, he wants to know that you're well and that you know exactly what you're doing.
And exactly what does that mean?
Just what it sounds like. I mean, you know you've had trouble handling
That
precious...
is enough. I have had it up to here with poor Rick can't handle it. Well, poor Rick is handling it, and he's handling it very well.
Including the situation with Marianne.
Especially the situation with Marianne.
Doesn't sound like it to me.
And, all right, kid, now what does that mean?
Just this. You think you're handling things so well. Well, I don't think so. You've just gotten over an illness that nearly killed you. Now you've taken on a grueling internship that you've been avoiding for over a year, and now you're involved in a loveless relationship.
All right, that is it. That is it. The meter is up. Now, if you will excuse me.
Okay, just do me a favor, would you? Take a little bit of your precious time and think about what you're doing with your life, and then tell yourself everything's okay.
Suppose you start at the beginning.
I think some of the past is starting to come back to me.
Well, that's wonderful, Mitch. That's what we've been waiting for.
Well, I'm not so sure how wonderful it is, and right now it's only in bits and pieces, not all of which is making a great deal of sense.
But that's how the memory starts returning, sometimes in short, unrelated flashes.
Right, but that's very confusing. I don't know whether to trust the memories and whether what really happened, or whether it's just some sort of wishful thinking about the past.
You mean you're not sure if what you're thinking about the past isn't colored by what's happened in the present?
Exactly.
It's like a movie of the 60s that was made in the 70s. You're not sure if the 60s were like that, or if that's just what you want to think they were like. And that can be quite different, can't it?
Yes, but the difference is what bothers me.
Yes, I know. We all tend to romanticize the past. I mean, people always forget the bad times. They just conveniently remember the good times. It's like people's fond memories of college, you know, the parties, the new friends, the new subjects they can delve into. They think it was all so wonderful. What they conveniently forget is the self-doubt and that period of indecision in your life.
Right. So, how is it? What do I do? Do I trust the memories? Or do I go with what's happening now? I mean, is it...
I think what you have to do is wait for more memory to come back in bigger chunks. Right now, it's like you're skimming a book at random, you know? But you have to wait till you get the whole story so that you can understand the proper sequence of events.
Right, all of which might take a while.
Now, listen, both Dr. Wagner and I told you not to rush it. You've got to give yourself time.
Yes, but I'm not sure that I have the time.
Well, what does that mean?
I don't want to go into it now.
Oh, Mitch, I'd never want you to say anything you didn't want to talk to me about, but believe me, anything you do tell me will never go outside this room. You never have to worry about that.
No, it's not that. I trust you. I understand what you're saying, and I feel that I need someone to talk to now.
Well, then I hope you feel you can share those feelings with me. I'm here for you.
Well, what it is, I'm discovering that I cared about someone. And a lot of it's coming back to me.
What is, Mitch?
The memory and some of the same feelings.
Do you have reason to believe that you were close to that person in the past?
Yeah, I do.
And even if you weren't, you're still developing feelings for this person in the present. Do you want to tell me who the person is? You don't have to.
No, I don't mind. I think I was in love with Rachel Corey.
Hi, kid. Can I join you?
Sure.
Thanks. I just got the autopsy report back on my mother. She was killed by an overdose of heroin.
Heroin?
That's right, kitten. You know what that means.
No, I'm not sure.
That's Jordan Scott's calling card. He's suspected of murdering at least one other woman that way. And that is just too much of a coincidence to ignore.
Now, how are you going to prove it?
Oh, I'll prove it eventually. It may take me a little time, but I'm going to nail that guy.
Jerry, you're not going to do anything foolish, are you?
No, nothing foolish.
Are you sure?
I'm not going to go after him with a gun if that's what you're thinking. But I'm going to get him. You can be sure of that.
Corey's having you answer the door now.
Well, there's nobody home except for me.
Well, where's everybody?
Well, Mac's at the complex, and Rachel's outside with Amanda and Matthew.
How you getting along here?
They're pretty good, you know. They're awfully nice to me.
Well, Corey's a good people.
Yeah. Say, listen, are you here as a friend or as a doctor? Do I look like I'm dressed as a friend or a doctor? No, I'm here as a beast of burden. A what?
Well, today is the day we're moving into what will soon be our apartment, and Rick volunteered to help out.
Volunteered is hardly the word. I was pushed into service on the threat of physical violence. Yeah, I remember that you said something about finding an apartment for us.
Yeah, by the way, I checked you out of that so-called motel room of yours. I got all the stuff out yesterday.
That's music to my ears. At least we don't have to schlep your stuff up.
Yeah, so now all we have to do is get my stuff out of the trailer and a few things over at Ada's.
Listen, you two guys have the day off or what? The day off? Yeah. I don't even know what that is. No, I worked the night shift last night. Of course, considering that, I guess I do have the day off.
And I don't have to work until this evening, so I got plenty of time.
Exciting prospect.
So, did I tell you about the apartment or not?
Well, if you did, I sure don't remember much.
Well, it's a one-bedroom apartment with a sofa bed in the living room, which has a little kitchen off in the corner.
Well, sounds efficient.
Yeah, and it's furnished, and it's on the third floor.
Third floor, is that supposed to be good or something?
Yeah, well, because there's no elevator in the building, so...
Oh, no elevator.
Yeah, so...
No elevator? We have to haul all that stuff upstairs?
Well, it's not that much stuff.
How do you know? Besides, you got your stuff scattered all over town.
It's just little stuff.
How little?
Look, are you going to let me tell Sandy about the apartment or not?
I'm sorry. I forgot. Go ahead.
I mean, are you through?
Oh, I'm through. I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
Okay, so the situation with the apartment is this. It's a one-bedroom with a sofa bed in the living room. So you work days on the docks, and I work nights at the arena. So you take the bedroom. When I come in, I'll sleep on the sofa. When you get up in the morning to go to work, I'll go finish sleeping in the bed.
Sounds like a ballet.
Hey, it could be worse.
Well. Hey, are you feeling all right? Yeah. You get enough sleep? I should be the one to talk. Well, I'm sleeping, but I keep having these nightmares, you know. You tried putting an ice pack on the back of your neck just before you go to sleep? That might help. Yeah, well, I'll try it if you say it'd help.
Okay, Dr. Holloway, come on. If we don't get a move on, we won't get anything done before we have to go to work.
Someday I'm going to move, and I'm going to gather all the people I've moved, assembled together to help out. Probably be more people than boxes, though.
You know, Kit, before all this happened, I thought that we were starting to get pretty close to each other.
Seems as if we were.
I know that my being down in Florida for so long sort of put us back to square
Oh,
one.
I know what you mean.
Do you?
Of course I do. I mean, we had to put our relationship on hold while we both moved ahead with our lives.
Yeah, and that's okay. Just so long as you don't think that it disconnected our relationship.
Of course not, Jerry.
Do you remember when I told you that I thought I was falling in love with you? You reacted as though I'd slapped you in the face.
It wasn't that.
Yeah, it's okay, Kit. I realize now that it was, well, premature. You just ended a marriage with Joey, and you had a lot of things to sort out, both about marriage and about Joey.
Yeah, I did. I was hurting a lot, and I was afraid that getting into another relationship, it'd happen all over again.
Are you still hurting?
No, I'm better. I have occasional relapses, but I think that's normal when one's getting over a broken marriage.
It is. And you'll find that you still care about Joey. Okay, the marriage didn't work out. But the person that you fell in love with is still there. Just don't let those feelings frighten you.
Sounds like you've been there.
Oh, of course I have. It didn't work out between Blaine and me, but that doesn't mean that I don't think about her. And I worry about the situation that she's gotten herself into.
You mean with Jordan Scott?
Yeah. That relationship scares me a lot.
I can understand that.
Kit, now, if I were to tell you that I thought I was falling in love with you, how would you react?
I wouldn't run away this time.
Well, that's progress.
I've had time, and I don't know, the idea isn't as scary as it was before.
Well, have you reached any decisions?
Jerry, I care for you a great deal.
Well, that's a start.
Yes, it is a start, and there isn't anybody else in my life right now.
Oh, here it comes.
No, it's not. It's not what you think. I just want to go slowly. I want to spend more time with you, a lot more time.
That's what I want too, Kit.
I mean, I want us to get so comfortable with each other that it doesn't matter what we say or what we do or how we look. I guess what I'm trying to say is that I don't want to fall in love with love. It's going to happen. I want to fall in love with you. And for that, I need time. Can you understand that?
Yeah, I can. And if you're really serious about what you just said, Kit, you can have all the time you want.
You got a lease on this place?
Yeah, you.
Well, maybe in a year it'll grow on you.
All it needs is a little fixing up.
A little?
Yeah, you know, some stuff on the wall, some paint.
Yeah, some new furniture, some new drapes, carpet. Maybe bust out this wall for a little more space.
Cynic.
Anyway, what do you want to do with these?
In the bathroom.
Oh, wait, it has a bathroom.
Through there.
What are you doing?
Feeding Gaylord.
Gaylord? Who's that, your pet cockroach?
No, it's a cat that lives out here. Gaylord.
Nice view.
Yeah, you should talk to the guy that lives in the tin can on the edge of town.
Yeah, well, at least I get to look at trees.
Yeah, but I wouldn't drive out there to look at a tree. I'm a city boy, you know.
Well, pretty soon I'll be foregoing the mobile home, moving closer.
That surprises me.
What?
Well, I thought you were committed to that solitary confinement existence of yours. I mean, what brought this on?
It's the ECU schedule. It's round the clock. Only 8 hours between the shifts. So I figure I gotta conserve time and not have that driving.
You're always like that?
Yeah, especially when I'm an intern.
Must be pretty rough.
I'll manage.
You know, you could stay here if you want. Sandy's not going to move in for a while. I got plenty of room.
Well, it's a bit of an overstatement, don't you think?
No, you can stay in there. I don't mind staying out here.
Well, I don't know. I'm not a very good house guest.
Hey, look, I'm used to you. And, you know, you wouldn't have the pressure of the drive back and forth.
Are you going to get on me with this pressure business?
I'm not.
Too?
I'm just saying. You know, the time you waste driving, you could spend sleeping.
All right. I'll think about it.
Yeah, okay. But since I got to get to work by 6, I think we better think about getting another load. Come on.
Talk about pressure.
Hey, Mitch. Buddy, how you doing?
All right, yourself.
I'm busy, but good. Real good, in fact. This outfit that bought out your half.
My half plus 10%, if I remember correctly.
Yes, your half plus 10%. You remember correctly. Anyway, this outfit is really ready, willing, and able to sink the money into this place.
Change of image?
Yeah, we're trying for a younger clientele.
A singles bar?
Yeah? And we're putting in an escort service.
Legit?
Well, of course, legit. Legit.
Keep it pretty busy, I see.
Yeah, that's for sure, but I don't mind. It's good therapy.
Sounds like you still miss Tracy a lot.
Yeah, Mitch, I do. I've been thinking about putting another singer in here, and it's just that every girl that auditions, I keep seeing Tracy.
Well, look, Jason, at least you got your memories.
Yeah, what good are memories?
What good are they? Depends. Depends on whose shoes you're in. In my case, you're pretty important right now.
Hey, Mitch, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it to sound that way.
No, you didn't make it sound that way. Anyway, it's my problem, nobody else's.
Say, how you making out? I mean, really.
I'm doing all right, I think.
Did you go ahead and buy into that health place?
Sports place, yeah.
Yeah? You think you're gonna like it, working out there with all those bodies floating around?
Jason, it could be worse, let me tell you.
I'll bet it could be worse. So are you actually involved in the operation, or are you gonna be a silent partner?
Well, right now I'm not silent enough, but I'm just getting familiar with the operation, working out some. Maybe heading for some management of the club.
That's great. That is really great. Jumping into something new like that, it took guts.
No guts. Just didn't know any better. Let me ask you something. You and I were pretty close, weren't we?
Yeah, we were pretty good friends, I guess.
I mean, you knew me personally. There were some things that you knew about my life, right?
Well, yeah. I guess I knew you better than anyone else around. Why? What are you getting at?
I just need your help with some things.
What things?
Well, I don't seem to be able to get any straight answers around here. And I don't think that I'm going to be able to get my life back together until I do.
Straight answers about what?
About my relationship with Rachel Corey.
Whoa. I think that's about it.
It's a relief. Where's the beer?
It's in the refrigerator, but I don't think it's cold.
Skip the beer. So, have I told you what a terrific place I think this is? I mean, it's really a find. I think you're going to be happy here for years and years.
Really like it, huh?
The best. You see, I don't want to put it down in front of you in case you want to move again. Because I can't move again.
Some friend.
Well, I'm brutally honest. I'm sorry.
How's Kit?
Kit. Yes, I saw her today. Very recently, this morning. Why do you ask?
Oh, I haven't seen her in a while. I was just wondering how she was.
Is this the same Joey Perini that wouldn't speak to my sister just a few weeks ago?
Well, since you got sick, we had a chance to get a little closer, you know.
Oh, well, I'm glad my illness contributed something.
Yeah. It's nice to be able to talk to her without the resentment and the hostility.
Yeah, well, I'll have to tell you that right now I feel for my dear sister resentment and hostility.
What's all that about?
Oh, don't listen to me. I'm just coming from an encounter we had this morning. It was another one of those, you know what's good for you talks. You know, it's becoming a real aversion to me.
Yeah, well, she's good at that. So what happened?
You don't want to know.
Hey, if I didn't want to know, I wouldn't have asked. Come on, if it's bothering you, tell me.
Well, kind of your basic multivitamin approach to sisterly concern. She was, first she started out with this sort of medical and psychological advice, where she was trying to find out how I was handling the pressure of my internship.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've been wondering about that too, but I figured if you wanted to talk about it, you volunteer the information.
Exactly. So why can't she see it like that, reasonably? But oh, no. If there's any sign of tension, my sister Kit just, I mean, she thinks my teeth are going to grow out and I'm going to have hair all over my face like some Transylvanian monster.
She just does that because she cares about you.
I know she means well. And then, after she'd exhausted that subject, she glided along to the next part of her act when she started telling me that it was a bad idea for me to see Marianne. I swear, my sister doesn't think that there's any girl in the world that's worthy to see me. I'm really not kidding about this. I've had it up to here. It's rapidly reaching the point where I think I'm going to be rude to her, and I don't want to be that. What's so funny?
Sisters. Angie used to do the same thing. I mean, she's always watch out for this and watch out for that. I mean, if she had her way, she would have put me in a bulletproof vest that would cover my whole body if she could have found one.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't make them where they can protect you from really getting hurt.
Is this thing with Marianne really bothering you?
No, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, but if it is, why don't you talk to Marianne about it instead of me and Kit?
Rachel Corey, what do you want to know about her?
Everything.
What for?
Well, Jason, a lot of the past is coming back. Some of the past. I mean, in bits and pieces, but there's nothing complete.
I see. You're remembering things about her?
Yeah. Yeah, I am, but I'm confused about some things. I can't separate present from the past. And I'm not so sure whether there's not some wishful thinking thrown in there.
About Rachel?
Yeah.
Look, Mitch. Let me give you one big piece of advice.
What is it?
Stay away from the lady.
Why?
She's trouble.
What do you mean?
I mean just that, Mitch. She's done nothing for you except cause you a pack of trouble in the past. Your best bet is to leave that fantasy in the past where it belongs.
Then you do know what went on.
You know, Mitch, not remembering some things, especially relationships that didn't work out, are sometimes a blessing in disguise. Why don't you just forget about her and get on with your own life?
Look, I appreciate it. I appreciate the advice. But you don't seem to understand. Until I find out what went on, I'm not going to be able to get those pieces back together. And I just happen to think that Rachel Corey played an important part.
Did she ever? How do you think you got in the condition you're in now?
Jason, I want to know.
It's that important?
It's that important.
All right. Okay. We'd better sit down because this is going to take a little time.
I guess it's safe to say you're not on duty.
No, I was helping Joey move. I go on duty at, this afternoon. Oh, this evening. This evening.
Yeah. How was Joey's apartment? He was really excited about it.
Well...
Not that great, huh?
Still got some fixing up to do, but he said he and his roommate will do it, and I'm reserving judgment till then.
It's that bad?
Oh, well, I may be exaggerating.
Would you like to sit down?
Yes, I would. I asked the desk upstairs, and, well, they told me you were here.
Oh, this isn't just a chance encounter.
No, this is not a chance encounter.
Oh, is there anything wrong?
Yeah. No, no, I just been, had a lot of things on my mind lately, and I want to...
You want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Is this a good I want to talk about something or a bad I want to talk about something?
I'm not sure.
I get the feeling this is a let's talk about our relationship kind of thing, right?
All right, now, I don't want to pressure you. I want to get that straight. But I've just had a lot of things rolling around in my head for these past few days.
Yeah?
And, well, I just don't think there's any way to settle them unless I talk to you about them. Am I making any sense at all? Good.
What you really want to know is if we have anything going, and if we do, what, right?
Could have put it better myself.
Well, Rick, I'm not going to say that our making love the other day was a mistake, because I really don't think it was.
Well, that's great.
But I do agree with you. I think you're right. I think we need to talk about this.
Can I come in?
Of course you can come in.
There wasn't anyone outside, so I thought I'd take the chance. If you had a few minutes.
You can always drop in on me. You know that. Sit down.
I'm really impressed.
With what?
Well, the way you're taking over your job. You're not the same person you were a couple of weeks ago. There seems to be an air of security about you.
Well, I'm working on it. So what's on your mind?
Remember the discussion we had the other day about the job Mac offered me as editor of the newspaper?
I certainly do, and as I recall, I said, as they say, go for it.
Well, I took your advice. I went for it.
Oh, Philip, I'm so glad. Oh, that's great. I think you're just the man for the job.
Yes, I hope so. So, how do you like being back? How do you like being editor again of Bravo, one of the most popular magazines in the country?
It feels good. In fact, a lot of things about my life right now feels good.
You make it sound very serious. Maybe we ought to go somewhere and talk somewhere
Well,
else?
no, I don't really have time to go anywhere else. I have to get back to work, but I don't want to put it off. This might be as important to you as it is to me.
I hope so.
Oh, why? I am so bad at this. I never know how to start these things.
Why don't you just start by saying that you love me and that you'll marry me and that we can just have all this done with?
That's not funny, Rick.
Believe me, it was not meant to be funny.
I guess you know by now that I really care about you a lot.
Yes, I sort of imagined that.
I like to be with you. I mean, we always have a good time, no matter what we do.
I get the feeling that in all of this there is a but coming up.
Well, I don't know if there is a but, because I don't really know where I'm going with this, except that,
Except that.
Right now, it seems really right, especially at moments, but, I don't know if it's the kind of right that lasts forever.
Forever's a long time.
Yeah, it is. That's why, I guess, I don't feel like I can make a full commitment right now. I mean, until I'm sure that it's going to be forever. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I think so. I think I hear what you're saying. You're saying that, well, I will do for now, but once we...
No, I don't mean that at all. That'd be a terrible thing to say. That's not what I'm saying.
Well, then what do you mean?
Well, I'm saying... Well, what I think I'm saying is that, I have some very deep feelings for you.
And?
Well, I just don't know if what we share is that ideal kind of love, you know?
You mean like the magic and the bells and the fireworks, the 4th of July?
Yeah.
They're there for me.
I know. That's why I can't make a commitment just yet. I'm just so afraid of hurting you.
Are you saying that you don't want me to try and see? You want me to go away?
No, I'm not saying that at all.
Well, then what?
I just need time. I need, you know, not only to get to know you, but to know myself. And maybe...
Someone else.
Maybe.
But you're not saying what? You're saying that we can continue to see each other even though we feel this way.
If you're willing to under those conditions.
Really? Are you kidding? I mean, this is the best offer I have had all afternoon.
Tell me something. Do you suppose your new attitude has anything to do with the absence of Cecile?
No, I think it has a lot to do with the absence of Cecile. You know, I figured out something since she's been gone.
What's that?
I've discovered within myself all this energy. Like I can just sail through all the work that they want to stack up at my desk. And the reason is because I'm not expending any of my energy fighting with Cecile. Never realized how tiring that can be.
That kind of tension can wear anyone out.
Sure can.
Where is she?
Well, she went on a business trip with Jamie for Mac.
With Jamie? That's a little cozy, isn't it?
Yeah. She told me it was a combination business trip and honeymoon.
A honeymoon? She actually told you that?
She took great delight in telling me. But you know, Cecile, a lot of funny things come out of her mouth.
Tell me something, Pat. Is it my imagination, or is Mac really laying a lot of responsibility on Jamie? I mean, what with the publishing and now the Daily Ledger?
Oh, yeah, ever since they signed up that formal paper naming Jamie as heir to Corey Publishing.
Now the pieces begin to fit together.
What pieces?
Don't you remember that Cecile was just a bit cool towards Jamie? I mean about the time that Rachel and Mac were getting a divorce.
Yeah, there was a marked coolness at that period. Mm-hmm.
I'd say very cool. And now that Jamie seems just a bit more secure, Cecile, well, he's suddenly become very near and dear to her again. Isn't that a bit of a coincidence?
Wonder why I didn't see that.
That's because you're not as cynical as I am.
Oh, when it comes to Cecile, I can be as cynical as the next person.
It's going to be a little tough on him, don't you think? You think he can handle that?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, he's got the newspaper, plus Corey Publishers, and now little Cecile. I don't know. You think he can handle all of that?
Couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I couldn't. The ambience of this place just draws me here.
You take me up on my offer to stay here?
Until I get a place, yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, make yourself at home. Beer in the refrigerator should be cold by now.
I'm not so sure beer is the best thing before I go to work. You got anything more substantial?
Like what?
Like food.
Well, check in the cabinet. I don't know what's there.
Only cat food.
Cats eat it.
Yes, I noticed that. The hospital cafeteria is beginning to look like a five-star gourmet restaurant.
What time do you have to go to work?
Oh, about a couple hours. I figured I'd use the bedroom.
Well, make yourself at home, but don't get too comfortable. You might oversleep.
Too comfortable? Here?
Oh, by the way, did you catch up with Marianne at the hospital?
Yeah.
And?
I think it's going to be fine. I think everything's going to be okay.
Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.